Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Adam Reaples Vox. Welcome to another 5 gift ideas video. And this one we're talking about gifts for kids. Pretty cool. I love toys and things like that, so this was actually really fun to research and stuff that I'm still looking into myself, as well as I have a kid sister that I need to shop for too. Number 1 was something that I thought was pretty cool, and it's the Kano computer kit. It is a DIY kit for your kid to build a computer. It's recommended for kids 6 to 10 years old, and it's built on the Raspberry Pi 2 platform. So it comes with the Raspberry Pi 2 and a whole kit of stuff to build your own computer, and a Wi-Fi or a wireless touch keyboard and mouse set for it as well, so you can control it. And it does have built-in wireless, so you don't got to worry about doing too much to hook it up. It takes about 20 minutes to assemble and then can teach you some stuff about coding and things like that. Comes with a pretty secure and easy to use open source Linux-based OS, so your kid can learn about proper computer science the right way. It's about $150, which isn't much for it. The Raspberry Pi kit's about 40 to 50 bucks anyway, so getting a whole computer kit with it is actually pretty cool. You will need a monitor for it, but not a bad deal. Next up, we have a big category of products. So I have my list here because I'm not gonna remember all the numbers specifically, but it is Toys to Life games. If you don't know what these are, I've got one up here. It's like Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, actually it's Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity. And basically what my generation as kids always wanted in a video game, in that you put your toy on a platform and you interact with it in the game, and it's literally Toys to Life. You get to use your toys to interact with your video games, and it's a really, really cool concept, and it's all really just based on having NFC chips in the bottom of these toys, and that's also what the Amiibo system for Smash Brothers and Nintendo products are based off of. So you have 3 different ones that are new for, this season, and for Skylanders, it's Skylanders Superchargers, which takes the original Skylanders and Skylanders Giant sets and adds in vehicles. So you have big motorcycles and trucks and things like that, and it's all based originally on kind of loosely off of the Spyro universe. The starter kit is going to cost you about $75, and then the characters that you can get for it, like this guy right here, will cost you between $13 and $35. Now here's the kicker. There's over 300 characters that you can buy for Skylanders. Have fun, parents! Again, there is new vehicles for the new version, which is a cool concept, and if you get it on Wii U, there is a dark version of the starter kit, which comes with a dark Donkey Kong and vehicle, which is both an amiibo and a Skylander, which is really, really cool concept. And Boogie2988 calls it Danky Kang because it's Dark Donkey Kong. I kind of like that name for it, Danky Kang. That's what I want. That is the set of Skylanders that I want if I ever get any. The next set is Disney Infinity 3.0. With 3.0, they added the Star Wars universe, since Disney owns Lucasfilms as well, and so now you have a lot of Star Wars characters. The starter kit for this is going to cost you $60, which is cheaper than the Skylanders, but the characters are going to cost you between $10 and $35. There's only 87 Disney Infinity characters instead of 300, but that's still a lot, especially at a lowest price of $10. That's, if you're getting them all, that's still like $800. Although keep in mind, at places like GameStop, Amazon, your flea markets and conventions and things like that, you can get a lot of used ones really easily because they're basically like toys and you can buy them used. So definitely look for them used, support your local independent game shops, things like that, etc., etc. Hobby shops, comic shops, toy shops, those kinds of things. Lastly, we have Lego Dimensions, which is a new set based on crossing over a lot of different genres, comic books, video games, movies, and it's built around Legos. And so the portal for it, which you actually put the toys on, you actually build out of Legos, which is really, really cool. And all of the characters that you buy function as Legos as well, which is, it adds a more playability to it because most of them are just, still figures and not action figures or anything like that. So you can't do a whole lot to really play with these. Whereas the Legos, you can actually play with them and make stuff out of them with Lego sets. Lego Dimensions is the newest of all of these sets. It just came out as a base set, and it's a lot more expensive. The starter kit is going to cost you $100, and then the characters are going to cost you $15 to $30. It's a bit more pricey, but frankly, it's probably a bit more fun in terms of the game itself as well. And like I said, you get a lot more value because the Lego toys are actually toys too. The characters are going to cost you $15 to $30, and there is 25 of them. But again, keep in mind the set itself just released not long ago, so there's going to be a lot more to come out in time. It features characters from Batman, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Portal, video games, etc., all crossing over in one universe to fight bad guys. Pretty cool idea. I'm really excited for it. I just don't have the $100 to drop on the starter kit just yet. These sets are really cool. They're fun for kids. They're collectible. They're released on all platforms. You can get them for the old gen Xbox 360, PS3, new gen PS4, Wii, Wii U, Xbox One, PC, you can get it for just about anything, and they're all backwards compatible, which means the characters themselves aren't console specific, and Disney Infinity 1.0 characters will work with 3.0. And so you're not collecting all this stuff for it to be outdated when you get the new version. Same thing with Skylanders and Lego Dimensions, presumably, is that you're not collecting all this stuff for it to be outdated when the new version comes out. Your kid can still use all of these new figures, or all of these figures, with new versions of the game as they expand it. It's all basically just like a bunch of expansion packs. So you can go back and get the Avengers stuff from Disney Infinity 2.0 and play with them with the Star Wars stuff in Disney Infinity 3.0. You can play with the Skylanders Giants in the Skylanders Superchargers world, etc. The only bad thing is that they're expensive. They're like trading cards, but frankly a lot more functional if you don't actually play the trading card game, which a lot of us didn't back in the day. Next up we have the new Nintendo 3DS XL. That's actually the title, the new Nintendo 3DS. It's the second wave of Nintendo 3DS product or consoles that actually have different specs inside. They're a lot more powerful for a new wave of games, but they work with the older games. And the Nintendo 3DS has an amazing library of games, all of which are great for kids pretty much. And it's a fantastic platform to play games on. It beat out every other handheld console this generation, and it's doing extremely well. And it'd be great for kids of all ages, pretty much. It even has parental controls, so if you're worried about the 3D functionality of the screen, which most people don't use anyway because it's uncomfortable to play with, but if you want to disable it so you don't hurt your kids' eyes or whatever, you can do so they can't turn it on. The XL version specifically is also a great size to hold. It makes it a lot harder to drop, and it's just a great platform overall. And unfortunately with the new one, they don't actually come with a charger. Not sure who thought of that. So the charger bundle itself is about $205. If you already have original 3DS and have the charger, then it'll be like $193 without the charger. There's also the 2DS, which I don't believe has the new 3DS specs, unfortunately, but it doesn't close up, so you're not gonna have any hinges to break, and it's pretty comfortable to hold as well. Also great for kids. Next up, we have the Anki Overdrive, which is essentially the Hot Wheels racing track kits of my generation, but for the new app-based generation. It is a racing car track that you can build the track, set up your cars, and use your phones and apps to control the cars. But it's actually really cool because you can do a ton of different game modes, set up tournaments, all this craziness that we couldn't really do other than on pen and paper, and you actually control the cars yourself. You drive them with your phone. So really, really cool concept, iOS and Android. Starter kit will set you back $150, which isn't too bad. And like I said, there's a lot you can do with it, and they're expanding it with tracks and cars and things like that you can buy with it as well. Lastly is something goofy that I just couldn't resist putting on here, and that is the Furbaka. Yes, the Furbaka. It is the Star Wars Furby, Chewbacca. Furbies were all the rage back in the 90s when I was a kid. Everybody seemed to have one. I thought they were creepy as hell, and I still think they're creepy, but they're little owl demon, owl imp-esque little things that just kind of sit there, and back in my day, you just kind of waved your hand in front of it and it would blink its eyes and make noise. Well, this one is Star Wars based, it's Chewbacca, and you can do a few different things with it, and you can also, again, if you download an app, you can actually bring out more functionality to it, and then they have a few different Furbies you can collect and all that jazz. And I didn't realize Furbies were still that big of a deal, but they have a Furbaka, and I'm going to put it on the list. This has been it for my 5 gifts, ideas, electronics, or tech based for kids. Again, I researched these using the same things I use to base my purchasing decisions, which include independent reviewers on YouTube and blogs and websites, consumer reports and other professional reviews, as well as customer reviews on Amazon and the product pages and all that jazz, so that I feel comfortable recommending them to you. If you liked the video or you liked any of the products, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out links in the description to our sponsor, to our social media platforms, our donation page, all that jazz where you can support us and our sponsor and buy yourself these products in both the US, UK, and Canada. And I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you want to see more of these in the comments down below.
This video was brought to you by Amazon Prime. The holiday shopping season is almost in full swing, which means you'll want your gifts shipped to you fast and free. I've been using Amazon Prime for about 3 years now, and I'm not sure I could live without it. Check the link in the description below for your 30-day free trial, which will cover the entire month of November, including Prime-only sales on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, along with their other benefits such as streaming music, movies, and TV shows, and frankly a plethora of other things. Check the link in the description to learn more.